Hello everyone and welcome back to the Health Formula Show. Now, if you suffer from seasonal allergies or hay fever, the sneezing, the congestion, the itchy eyes, the brain fog, then this episode is going to change your life. Because today, I'm going to walk you through 6 natural supplements that we use in our own clinical practice to help you get rid of allergies and hay fever. And yes, I am saying that with absolute full confidence because I have seen it happen over and over again. But here's the problem that most people, and I'm talking about even a lot of well-meaning practitioners, have, because they only focus on the ingredient. So they'll tell you, take this or try that, but they completely skip the 2 things that actually determine whether it works or not: the dosage and the timing. And let me tell you, taking a sprinkle of something that's technically helpful is not going to do much. You need a therapeutic dosage, the kind of dose that has been shown in research to calm down histamine levels, to reduce inflammation, and regulate your immune system. And that is just as important as when you take it, because some of these work best first thing in the morning. Others need to be taken with food, and some should actually be spaced out throughout the day to keep histamine levels stable. So what I'm going to do in this episode, I'm not just giving you the what, I'm actually walking you through how much, when, and why each one works so well. And again, I really want to be clear about this because these supplements are amazing for symptom relief, but they don't fix the root cause. Okay, so that comes back to your gut health, believe it or not. And I'm going to explain that in just a moment, because honestly, it's the one piece that most people miss. So let's start with the root. So many people come to us after trying everything. I'm talking nasal sprays, antihistamines, eye drops. I mean, nothing works long term. But in functional medicine, we always ask the question of why is your immune system reacting like this in the first place? And over again, the answer typically is it starts in the gut, because more than 70% of your immune system lives in your gut lining. When that lining becomes damaged, when it becomes leaky, something that we call as leaky gut, your immune system becomes hyperactive, and suddenly your body starts to overreact to harmless things like pollen, dust, or even pet dander. So you get a histamine storm, and now you're sneezing, you're congested, you're itchy, you're foggy, all of that. And I have genuinely lost count of how many clients came to us with lifelong allergies, and 12 weeks later, after rebalancing their gut, they were completely symptom-free. So yes, the real fix is truly healing your gut. But having said that, while you're working on healing your gut, these 6 natural supplements can actually bring you serious relief. So let's get into them. Number 1 is quercetin, and it's one of the most powerful natural antihistamines. It's certainly my favorite. It stabilizes mast cells, which means that your body will release less histamines, which is amazing. That's what you want. And you want a dosage of anywhere between 500 to 1,000 milligrams twice per day. You want to take it in the morning and mid-afternoon on an empty stomach, okay? Because you want to absorb that to your best ability, really. The second supplement is nettle leaf. This is a very gentle but very effective natural antihistamine that really calms down inflammation. It really helps with sneezing and itchy eyes. You want to take anywhere between 300 to 600 milligrams 1 to 3 times a day, or 1 to 2 cups of a very strong nettle tea. You want to take it with meals, or if you're drinking the tea, just sip throughout the day, really. The next supplement is matcha. Okay, so matcha is very high in EGCG, a compound shown to reduce histamine production and really supports liver detoxification. So you really want 1 to 2 teaspoons of high quality matcha powder, or 2 cups of a strong green tea. You want to take it in the morning only because obviously it has caffeine. And if you don't know what the best matcha is, just ask it in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube, or just DM me and I'll be happy to recommend the matcha that I have. Next, we have buffered vitamin C. So this is amazing because it really helps your body break down histamine and support the immune system. And the dosage is anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams a day. So that's, a pretty high dosage. And ideally split into 2 or 3 doses. And you want to take this with meals to really avoid any sort of like digestive issues. Next, we have a spirulina, and this is a blue-green algae that actually reduces any sort of like nasal symptoms, and it really helps support detoxification as well. You want 1 to 2 grams per day in capsules or in powdered form. So I take it in powdered form, and you can have it with breakfast or lunch. I love it in my smoothie, and ideally with a source of fat for best absorption. And lastly, we have local raw honey, not regular honey. This one is so misunderstood. So listen carefully, okay? Raw honey contains trace amounts of pollen from your local environment. So if you take it regularly, it actually helps your immune system build tolerance and then reduce that overreaction that happens. But the key is that it needs to be raw, not pasteurized. It needs to be local from bees in your area, and then it needs to be unfiltered because you want to contain some trace pollen. The dosage is typically 1 teaspoon per day, and I would say start minimum like a month before the allergy season. But obviously the earlier the better. You can take it in the morning on its own or with tea, and you can find it in, I would say, local farmers market is the best place to get good quality wild honey. Just make sure it says raw, local, and unfiltered. So let's recap. These 6 supplements can really reduce your symptoms, but remember that they help relieve it, okay? If you want to get to the root cause, you really want to, heal your gut. And obviously, you want to make sure that you remove the gluten, that you remove the dairy, that you support the gut lining, all of that. And then you can let your immune system recalibrate the way that it's meant to. I hope that this gave you real clarity and a practical plan, okay, to start working against these horrible allergies. And if you know someone who's struggling with allergies or hay fever, please send them this episode. Thank you so much for being here. And before you go, take a moment to acknowledge yourself for wanting to become the healthiest version of yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Before you head off, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a weekly episode. We cover everything from functional medicine to gut health, hormones, weight loss, skin health, natural beauty, you name it. All the topics that truly matter. And if there's something that you would love me to cover, just drop it in the comments below. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.